Hello viewers, this is Colin, live from my front porch. I'm here because it is 1 in the morning and my parents are inside sleeping. I don't want to wake them. I said that the poem The Raven is about pizza, and I got a lot of comments about that, and I promised that I would explain that, but my webcam wasn't working. It turns out that I had to have these, I had to have headphones plugged in, something to record audio, or else my webcam wouldn't work at all, which makes no sense to me. But I plugged it in and then suddenly started working. So, I got the Raven. Here, I have color-coded notes. Here goes. The Raven by Edgar Allen Poe. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volumes of forgotten lore, which I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Okay, so, the guy's reading volumes of forgotten lore, which are actually cookbooks, okay? It doesn't say specifically what it is, but it is about pizza, so you know it has to be cookbooks, okay? And, he falls asleep and somebody's at his door, alright? Distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for my lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. So, Lenore is an old friend of this guy's. He said because she recently moved to Australia, which, of course, yeah. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I open wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more." Okay, so in this line, or in this, whatever it's called, see, so, just a little previous to this, like before the guy fell asleep, he ordered a pizza, right? Because who would be at your chamber door once upon a midnight dreary? Huh? I mean, it's like midnight, and who would go to your house at midnight unless they were paid to? And who would be paid to go to your house in the middle of the night but a pizza delivery person, right? So, and that's why it says presently my soul grew stronger because, he gets some pizza, and he loves pizza. But because, who doesn't love pizza? Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mane of lord and lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon the bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. So a bird comes in and sits on this statue that's above his door, right? Okay. See, now throughout this whole poem, this thing that he misses, which is pizza, and Lenore are like so tied together that Lenore comes to mean pizza. Whenever they talk about Lenore, they mean pizza. And it's not actually vital, but it does help, especially in this next part. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, a bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, it shall clasp a sainted maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. So, basically, what happens here is the raven tells him that he will never eat pizza again. Yeah. I know, it's like, wow. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming through the shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. So, the dude is told that he'll never eat pizza again in his life, so of course he just loses all will to live. And there aren't many things I can think of that could cause you to that could cause that to happen, besides knowing that you can never eat pizza in your life ever again. And that's gotta be like one of the worst things I could think of that could possibly happen to a person. So this poem, quite obviously, and you can read the rest. There's like little bits in there, all over the place that will show you that it is talking about pizza. But these are the main things. Just give you a brief overview. But yeah, check out the poem and you can see for yourself. I want you to read the poem "The Flea." That's by don't know who it's by. I want you to read the poem "The Flea," and next week I will tell you what that is about. Okay? So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.